I'm proud of my team. I thought we've had a little bit of rejuvenation the last couple days in practice, and even on game day practice today. Their energy's been good. They've been positive. And I thought we fought like crazy tonight. We just didn't play well enough to win. Paul's had his guys fighting and scratching. They're dealing with injuries. They're fighting and competing just like we are. And we didn't do that for a little stretch there, and I think we're back. All we can do now is stay completely positive, keep playing as hard as we played. We just didn't make the plays that we needed to, finishing some defensive possessions, knocking down a couple free throws, and the game might be different. But commend Paul and his team for what they're doing, and we're all still fighting for a lot, and there's a lot of basketball left to be played.
Greg, like you said, I mean, it looked like there was some improvements in various phases of the game, but does that make it that much more frustrating that free throws cost you?
You know, you feel for the guys is what you do. I mean, there's no one going to beat himself up more than Devontae Brown, and I'll take him over anybody. He's going to fight and scratch and claw, and he wants to win, and he's going to feel like he let his team down. But he's carried us a lot, and throughout his career, and he'll continue to do that. And believe me, he'll be right back in the gym working at it. And it is tough. Like I told him, it sucks because we really played hard. And again, their energy's been great the last couple days, and we did enough things to win for the most part. But we just again finishing some defensive possessions. We're still making some mental mistakes on the defensive end as far as scouting report, and then you can't miss that many free throws.
Yeah, what did you think? You know, defensively at times it was pretty good. You did switch up. You played some zones today too. What do you think the last connection is for these guys to put it together, you know, in terms of just defense?
Really, you know, there are improvements from kind of the lull we've been in the last couple games as far as energy, and then we played better tonight on both ends of the floor than last game. Now we have to play better on Wednesday again. We have to keep getting better because we're playing for a lot. Now you're not going to win the league, obviously, and all everybody is doing now is fighting for position. I couldn't tell you where we're at, and I don't care. We'll give them tomorrow off. We need to have great practices Monday and Tuesday, and we have an awful difficult challenge ahead of us. But this is the league. This is the valley. This is the way it goes. And all we have to do is continue to improve throughout this month.
Talk about that the inbound, Missouri State's inbounds play. You know, obviously a hustle play on your team's part, and kept you alive there.
Oh, at the end of regulation, we got it back. Yeah, Q just made a good play. He had made an effort play. You know, he tried to make a winning play. He's got his hand on the ball, and Devontae gave the ball up to a wide open guy when that's being unselfish, and that's letting somebody else make a play. And it was a big shot, obviously. You know, so we really competed hard in a lot of different areas, but they got 22 second chance points, and we just weren't finishing possessions, and that's such a backbreaker against a team as disciplined as they are on offense, because you guard for 25 seconds, they get a second shot, then it's either going to be a foul or you're going to have to guard for another 25. So I think that's really hurt us more than anything else.
Yeah, that was obviously evident in overtime because Kendrick's three came off a second chance.
Yeah.
You know,
all we needed was one. We're up two, and we had to stop, and we just didn't finish it with the rebound. And Kendrick's and I can't think of this. Oh, Gehring, yeah. Kendricks and Gehring, they're great athletes, and they go flying in there. If you don't put a body on them, their athleticism will take over and get it. So they made effort plays. Offensive rebounding is what it is. It's effort, and I commend them for doing that. It's just that when that shot goes up, you can't have five guys watching the flight of the ball and wait for somebody else to get it. All five of you got to go meet at the ball, and you got to finish possessions better.
What was the mood in the locker room after the game, given that you did play much harder than you did Wednesday but didn't get the result?
I'd say disappointed, and you feel for them because we've been disappointing to ourselves, disappointing to our fans in the last couple weeks. We haven't been together like we needed to. We see some tears come down guys' faces, but they pick each other up, they pat each other on the back. We're going to walk out of here with our heads high and keep fighting. But you feel for the guys on something like this when they play this hard, they put that much into it, and you just don't quite get it done. And I know how competitive my upperclassmen are, and and they beat themselves up like the coaching staff does, and we're just going to keep getting better. We're going to keep fighting, I guarantee you that.
Anything else? Thanks, Coach.